Good evening. We're live on location in Alexandria, Louisiana on South MacArthur Drive. Heavy police presence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 units on this side. We also have heavy police presence uh, on the side of Logan's and that gas station on MacArthur Drive as well. Uh, uh, Car is in the ditch or in the medium. This is it's an SUV. From our understanding, it looks as though the vehicle left the road and wind up on that end. Uh, Again, we want to thank all our Urban Cast viewers for tuning in, making us aware of the situation that unfolded in our community. According to sources, they say one individual fled and was apprehended. This is South MacArthur Drive. Some of the touch points are uh, Walk-Ons, Logan's, Academy Sports, Johnny Carino's in that area. The service road is blocked, uh, but the MacArthur Drive is open. Again, we're located in Alexandria, Louisiana on South MacArthur Drive. Heavy contingency of police, Alexandria Police Department, vehicles. Again, we want to thank our constituents, viewers, the public for making sure we know what goes on in the community because without you guys, we could not make this possible. This is a lot of police officers on this scene. Uh, I would even go on to say it's majority of the shift that's on at this point in time. We don't know what happened. We know that we can tell that a vehicle, uh, a SUV, dark in color, left the roadway and wind up in embankment. Individuals got out, start running. Uh, Chase occurred from what we know. Individuals was apprehended near Logan's and the gas station.
So Steve, where are you standing right now?
I'm standing in Academy exit, the parking lot.
Oh, okay. So so you facing north right now, right?
Yes,
Going to you facing the south traffic circle. Okay.
you're absolutely correct.
All right. Okay. And about how many carloads of how
One,
many
two,
units
three,
of
four, five,
police are out there?
9, 10, 11, 12. It's about 12 to 13, but we did have a couple of leave. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but we did get reports that there are law enforcement agencies uh, near Logan's and that gas station. I don't know the name of that street.
Oh, okay. So that would be across the highway, right?
Correct, across
Okay.
the highway
All right.
as well.
So was it more than one vehicle? I noticed when I was looking just a few seconds ago when you, right now you are close to the service road, but when you kind of like in the median over there,
Yeah,
it,
it's one vehicle.
yeah,
Uh,
what
it,
type of vehicle is that? Wow, he went down right here
he went
and
down right here. You
uh-huh,
can follow the trail,
uh-huh.
and he winded up in that area.
Oh, so that's him right there in the median in that ditch area right there.
A dark color looked like to be an older model Tahoe.
Older model Tahoe. Okay.
Yeah.
And you say just across the street from there, there is more officers over on that on the opposite side on the southbound lane of MacArthur Drive as well.
Yes, according to some viewers.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, Steve, I'm gonna take this as an opportunity. I heard you say when I was jumping in to this live. I want to definitely say this to any of them parents that are sitting out there and looking at an opportunity for their kids to join the Alexandria Police Department. According to the information that we have, that the APD is down some one third of their police force. That's about 50 officers. Now we don't have the exact number, but just like I've heard you say on a multitude of occasions, if if someone from the administration would like to share with us exactly how many officers we are actually down at this time, please let us know. But they are actually having a summer camp that so that's the subject of that summer camp is law enforcement, fire protection, and emergency medical services. Families, if you guys are sitting out there and you're listening to us, those are some serious opportunities for your kids. If they want to look at careers in law enforcement, fire protection, or emergency medical services. Tomorrow night, we are actually going to be speaking to Acadian Ambulance, and the community college system, talking about a emergency medical services program that they are offering because of the huge shortage of emergency services personnel as well. So
Jack, with you saying that, a lot of times the Alexandria Police Department, as well as the fire department, uh, they don't make up the residents in the city of Alexandria. They actually commute in a lot of those personnels with the city.
mm,
So I think we need to do a better job of making sure that we hire people within our city. You know, of course, qualified individuals, uh,
mm.
but we need to make those opportunities aware uh, to the citizens in our area.
Well, that's what this message right here is, Steve. An opportunity to make sure families and parents know of those opportunities that their kids could actually take place in just in a couple of days. If these young folk if they're looking at a career in public safety, the, it doesn't matter what aspect of it or the military or whatever. The idea of knowing the young people knowing in our own community, knowing about these opportunities is really important. And so I'm taking that up. We're taking that opportunity right now to make sure that the folks are aware of it. And you know what, Steve? As soon as this live is over, we'll put that information as a link in this broadcast so that folk here in our community will know about the opportunities in our community.
And I want to take this opportunity as well, since we're talking about situations like this. It's a lot of stuff that happened that we actually report to the public, but lately we've been getting that information that no report will be given at this time.
That is
And,
true.
and we know that the police department, they're writing the reports, but for some reason the administration is blocking those reports from coming out to the community.
So something in the policy is preventing those bits of information from being communicated to the public. That is a very true statement. I mean, this weekend we had a rash of vehicles being stolen. Just look at what happened on Friday night up on Stracener Street, where a car ran into a gentleman's home there in the 900 block of Stracener Street, and no report was made to that. But you have cities like DeRidder, putting out press release first thing in the morning stating that, hey, be aware of your surroundings and make sure you keep your vehicles locked, and just making sure that the public is aware of what's going on. Again, I don't think it's Alexandria Police Department that's not willing to share that information. It's something within policy that has been created between the council and the administration that's preventing this information from being disseminated to the general public.
And Jack, I'm not going to try to throw a low blow or a low shot, but the individual on Stracener,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Stephen, uh, he informed us that for some reason, uh, he has been without power for uh, going on a year, and he still had water connected to his house, but for some reason, since don't know if it's out of retaliation or what, but the city of Alexandria did go to his house today and remove his water, uh, cut off his water as well.
Yeah, that is true.
Um, so uh, if this is retaliation or bullying or something, we have seen our council call special uh, meetings or special call meetings for redistricting, for GATA, other things like that. But if we still have people that's living without electricity uh, for a whole year, Houston, we do have a problem within our community.
Yeah.
And our council people, uh, because remember, we have a home rule charter and we have a strong council and a weak mayor system.
Supposedly a weak mayor system, but again, Steve, it is a sad situation when you think about the idea that this guy is definitely down on his luck, and for 1 year he has had water, and this weekend some random individual runs into his house, nearly destroy his home. The vehicle ended up in his bedroom. And the idea that the first thing that happens on Monday morning is the city of Alexandria turning his lights off, it speaks loudly, to what's actually going on in our community. I mean, it's as if we don't have any compassion for the citizens of the community. I just can't believe that, that a public official would be so cruel. And we have reason to believe what we're saying is true. I mean, the guy said they took his meter away from him this morning,
And
and
that was his water meter.
that's his water meter. That is correct.
And I'm going to go ahead a touch further and carry on that conversation about uh, the alleged allegations that his council member made, which was completely unprofessional uh, and unsensitive at the same time.
What comment was that, Steve?
Uh, that he's lucky that they don't condemn the individual's house because he has been running off a generator for such a long period of time. But a lot of people in that community have been running with generators. If you drive by, I did drive by, uh, and you roll down your windows, you can hear the generators within that community uh, running. So for the councilman of District Number One, Mr. Washington, to make that comment, uh, not realizing that the individual was right there, was completely insensitive, and I will call that out.
I mean, you're not calling anything out,
I'm
Steve.
just stating the facts.
If you heard him say it, you're just repeating what he actually said. That is very concerning.
I do want to remind the citizens that we do have a city council meeting tomorrow as well, 5 o'clock, Alexandria City Hall, council chambers. A lot of people need to start attending those meetings, and we actually need to do some kind of playback and inform the community about what takes place at these meetings and stuff.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we see so many times that this council rubber stamp a lot of the stuff that goes on because we're not getting fact sheets and uh,
You say rubber stamp, Steve. You sounded you kind of sounded all right.
I'm
Steve, tell us a little bit about what's going. Give us a quick update as to what's going on. We went
okay.
on.
So we're located in Alexandria, Louisiana, on the service road of South MacArthur Drive. We're facing north towards the traffic circle. You have a couple of officers that are leaving. Evidently, they're waiting on a tow truck. What we received to the page was that heavy police presence was in this area, as well as on that service road between Logan's and that gas station on the opposite side of the street. It looks or appeared that a vehicle, a Tahoe older model, you can see it in the medium, but it seemed like it left the road in this at this location and went around and came to a rest. From what we heard from people in the community, individual got out, took out running, a pursuit uh, incurred, and that's where we're at now. So we don't know if the individual was apprehended, but yes, ma'am, it should be safe to pass. Uh, don't know if the individual was apprehended. We don't have a public information officer on the scene, but we will put in a public information request. But again, we notice that sometimes in some situations, for some reason, they do not release reports. So hopefully we can get a report on this situation.
Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Wow. You know, unlike the sheriff department, Steve, it's highly unlikely that you'll see a public information officer actually on scene here to and we may or may not. You know, even with all of this commotion going on, because you know, last week there was a high-speed chase in the Acadian Village area. No report was made for that. So we may not even see a report made for this commotion that's going on a major throughway here in the city.
And we
But you know, again, we'll put the request in, and we will let the public know, you know, if in fact a report is going to be made or not be made.
Well, again, we want to thank all our Urban Cast viewers, supporters for tuning in. Thank you for making us aware of situations. We do ask that you, if you do come across the scene, first of all, make sure you get to a safe location. Once you get to a safe location, if you're able to take a picture or video, please do so. You can always send that information to our inbox. That information will remain strictly confidential. We will not share any of your information with anybody. Uh, and hit that record button.
Yeah.
Again, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Jack, if you want to give a rundown of our sponsors and let them know how they can be a sponsor.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, if you know, we definitely want to say thank you to the folk who are, you know, definitely helping uh, with resources with us to actually help us bring the news to you guys. Definitely special shout out to uh, United Auto, Math Makes Sense. Those guys, you know, Long's Preferred Products, all of those guys that are, you know, helping to make sure that we get information out. And of course, like in this case, this appeared that the police was trying to apprehend somebody, but you know, saddlers like to always remind people that you have a choice in towing companies. So if you're ever in an unforeseen situation and your vehicle must be towed, you have a choice. You can always say, "Hey, this is the towing company that I would like to have Towing Company X, and Sadler would like us to always remind people of that fact, and in all of our future, you know, business partners that are out there, we want to say thank you because we're definitely trying to bring the news to people here in our community as soon as we possibly can. Um, again, on tomorrow, as Steve stated earlier, there is a Alexandria City Council meeting. It starts at 5 o'clock. Encourage everyone to get out there if you can. Go out and check the council meeting out. We will be live as well on tomorrow, so you'll be able to see it in a live, real time fashion as well.
Again, we want to thank you all, and y'all be safe. Stay safe and stay vigilant is our prayers.
Mhm.